Yo, 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 what is up? What is up? Y'all know what time it is. It's DaZ Exotic, and we are in the building. Y'all know what time it is. Yo, today, we got an extra special guest. He's kind of a jerk. He's got one good picture. And then he's gonna be like, don't use the only good picture that I got. But besides that, he is 2014 double XL freshman. He is the Meek Coat Killer. He has Free Base with Kevin Bacon. The man, the myth, the legend, God's favorite, JARREN motherfucking Benton. Let's give him a round of applause, y'all.
Hey, man. I think you said hold on and when it snorted a fucking line of cocaine. That was the most hype fucking intro in the world.
Yo. You know what time it is. DaZ is in the building. Speaking of cocaine, that is the most ultimate way to kick off this conversation, because cocaine is related to the first way I ever heard about you.
What? I snorted a line with your pops?
Brother, you did a what?
I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, I was about to say, you just threw it on my neck. What the hell is going on? Yo, so what's funny is the first time I ever heard you was on what's the name of my brother's song that the fuck you were on?
Don't mind if I do.
Don't mind if I do. Yo, and let me tell you, you were on my shit list. Like, my brother hadn't popped off yet, and I'm like, yo, he popped off, and the first famous or on person he's gonna put on his song is gonna have him around cocaine. What the hell kind of bullshit is this? And I was like, he better
don't mind if I do.
Right. It's like, he better not be doing that shit with him. All that. Literally, I didn't want to hear anything else from you.
You thought I had your brother. You thought I had your brother doing cocaine with me, man?
Yeah, literally. Yo, y'all watching at home, share. We are in the building. I know it's a little bit later than we typically get down, but we on JARREN Benton's time. But yeah, it's crazy because even with that, I had to uncover the fact that you actually could rap and that you like have great music, because I was so wrapped up in the shock of what you do that it was hard for me to get around to the bars.
Yeah, I actually cut back on the shock shit a tremendous amount.
You're still wild as fuck.
Yeah, I'm still alive though.
Yeah, you're like the class clown, Mr. No Pogan. Okay, even with that flyer, that picture is kind of like bigger than you. Almost.
Is it?
At this point, like, it's so legendary and iconic of a picture. I wanted to avoid using it, but
it's good. It was funny because every time I do a show, no matter what city I'm in, like usually promoters in the cities, they make their own flyers and shit. And then they all use that. Yeah. So everywhere I go, it's always see that. Anytime someone promotes something, I see that photo.
I do too.
That is hilarious.
That's why I didn't want to use it. I was like, fuck that picture. Yo, but if you Google, I want you to Google image yourself and you'll understand why that's the go-to. Because especially even now, what you're wearing, you only got part of your face showing. You are very nervous and you can, like, it's some awkward poses on camera and other Google images.
Yeah, you know, I got you know what I'm gonna do? I don't even know how they do that shit, but it's like I got so many pictures, and then when you go on Google Images, like you see the same goofy ass pics. Either someone catch me in an uncompromising, awkward position while I'm performing on stage. And it's like, that's all the photos you see. But I got so many professional photos and I paid so many fucking photographers so much money. And I don't know why those shits never pull up.
That's on you.
Is that what I got? I need to post.
No,
I mean, I posted them.
I went through your whole IG and literally it's all motion. It's all moving, no still pictures. Facebook probably has a lot more of them.
I'm gonna just post them. You know what? You know what? I can see how that happened because I don't post pics, man. I'm like the most introverted artist you ever will meet because that's like a part of me. I just don't like doing shit like that, man. I don't like putting pictures up. Like I'll take professional photos, but I usually take professional photos because it's like maybe I use some for like album art and I end up not using them and shit like that. But I'm not that guy to just post a random fucking, I do it if I'm doing a show just to promote the show, but I'm not the guy that just sit around and just like, let me put a random picture of me on Instagram and make it a fucking caption.
Well, you want your page to be entertaining too, it seems like, because it's all videos of like some cool shit going on.
Yeah, most of them is like songs I've done. Like I'll put like a lot of moving covers for new tracks I release and shit like that. But I don't know, Rob, bro. I hate putting like you know how niggas will all take pictures and then you see like a random picture of them just standing up in there, put their little fucking caption like, yo, get into it. Always gotta think positive. That shit's so fucking corny to me. So I hate doing that type of shit, dude, because it's like it's not genuine. It's like it's just not genuine. So I'm gonna do it just so niggas can get more photos.
I always try to find a way to be myself and do what these weird niggas want me to do while they call me weird for not doing it. Is where I try to fit in. It's like, yo, like, I guess, but I'll put my flip on it to make it entertaining and stuff like that. But even for me, it's crazy that you're here because as you see, if I can get symmetrical with it, oh, you're literally behind me right now. Behind me. Oh, that did come off hella wrong. Come on, man. Yo, I mean, your poster is up, is what I mean. I'll say that. I'm
going to give you a fun fact. I hate that fucking poster.
You hate
I remember I do, bro. I do. I remember when because we had a bunch of weird, goofy ass flyers to go through, and that just happened to be the best out of the worst ones. And I was like, well, fuck it. I mean, we'll go with this one. That's a goofy ass. Look at that picture, man. Look how cheesy and cheap that fucking photo looks.
I don't like it. I just was pointing it out because it's cool that like.
It's nostalgia because the nostalgia of it is that was the last Funk Volume tour we did. That's what makes it dope. But outside of that, it's not that good of a fucking flyer.
Yo, I haven't used this background in months, actually. And so even speaking of nostalgia, I figured since you were here, I would bring it back around to how I started my podcasting, which this is the background that I had when I started doing my podcast. From the first episode, these are the original posters. So like, I'm here now. We in the building, and we're gonna kick it off with a game. And it's called Would You Rather? And I figured since you're a crazy, outlandish motherfucker, that we'd have a little bit of fun, you know, and give you some choices and see what you would rather pick. And y'all watching at home, share, flame up. I'm opening up my beer. I'm smoking my blunt. I advise y'all to do the same. Drop in the comments, y'all. Jared, are you able to share it on your Facebook? Are you on your laptop? What's going on with it?
Oh no, I'm not. I'm on my laptop, but I don't want to fuck nothing up because I'm the most computer illiterate person ever.
I got you. After or something.
Yeah. I got you.
So it's like, what would you rather do? We're gonna start it off with a soft one. Always be 10 minutes later or always be 10 minutes early?
10 minutes early.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because it's a better impression to show. Like nobody likes someone that's 10 minutes late.
Man, what do you think Kanye would answer that question?
20
minutes?
probably 10.
What?
I think he probably would say 10 minutes early.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I'm always on time, but I feel like very unmusicianist when I'm there ahead of time and on time and prepared to do what I want to do. It seems like you're not supposed to be that way doing what we do.
I don't believe that shit because I always look at it in the people. I always think of it in the show aspect as well too. Like the people that pay money to see you, they ain't got time to be sitting there all fucking day waiting on you to with your little fucking rock star fucking ego because you don't want to be on time.
You're
Like that shit goofy.
One.
Like I remember I hate when I pay. I don't even really go to shows like that no more. But you ever go see a fucking artist that you really like and it says they're supposed to go on at a certain time and they're not on and it's like an hour later and you're getting pissed off and it's like, yeah. So I'd rather so much be on time than not be.
I think there is some art though, like to a certain extent, and I hate this, but I feel like people love being tortured just enough to where it hurts so good. And then like it makes it when you give it to them that much more meaningful, I feel like. I don't know. I've always been that way. But it's like, yo, fuck all that. Like even being on Facebook, I would try to post and be there all the time. But like, no, nigga, I'm on my time. I don't owe them anything. I don't need to go to a platform because they want me to. None of that fuck shit. Like if you rock with me, we're gonna go through this shit together. I'm going to love you. I'm gonna reward you, but creativity cannot be on the time.
No, okay. Now, if you put it in that way, yeah, I'm just thinking just show wise. That was just the example I use. But yeah, creativity can't be time. To be honest with you,
I don't like going to shows. I'm not a show goer too.
I don't go to rap shows. I go to a lot of. I haven't been in a while, but if I do go to shows, it's more rock than rap. I rarely go to a rap show.
Yo,
only time I go to a rap show is if I know the rapper and I go there for fuck and I just go to support the rapper.
Exactly. I mean, I'm a kind of control freak, so I don't like going to environments where like, like I'm at the element of the world. Yo, what's up, y'all watching? Share. Yo, here's the second. Would you rather? Would you rather wear the same socks for a month or the same underwear for a week?
I'm going to go with the same underwear for a week than the same socks for a month.
What?
Yeah, I'm a pretty clean nigga, so
You'll take your feet being dirty?
Yeah, but the feet though, like if you ain't changing socks and shit like that, you go end up getting like foot fungus and all that type of shit. You just wearing dirty ass socks and you put it in the shoes gonna start smelling fucking bad. But I'm so confident in my fucking hygiene that I could rock the same underwear in a week, depending on what I'm doing, just as long as it's not a show, and they're gonna be good.
Would you rather have Beyonce's talent or Jay-Z's business acumen?
Jay-Z's business acumen all day. Fucking crazy.
Yo, niggas is funny. Yo, I would say I don't know. I love the art of everything.
Nah, fuck that. I want the money. I'll quit if I had money wasn't a problem and then if I could have money versus fucking if someone said, hey, right now I'll give you all the money where you never have to worry about money, but in exchange you gotta give me your talent. You can never rap. I would get rid of the rapping. Yeah, hell yeah. Fuck out of here.
I mean, did you bite off more than you could chew when you got into rapping? Like, when did you understand that it was completely against your personality? Or did your personality change?
Like, give me an example of what you mean.
Like you clearly like even okay, it seems like the shock value is to cover up who you really are. You like and being an introvert, all those kind of things. Even right now, you're not having jewelry. You're not trying to stunt. You're not. You're literally in the void right now with your background being black. You know
I
what
mean,
I'm saying? Your hoodie tied tight. I mean, like, and even you just said rapping ain't what you like. You take money and never rap again. Do you like? I mean, do you feel like you were misled, or is rapping what you thought it was when you loved it enough to make it your career?
nah, you gotta think I've been rapping so long, and shit changes so much. So you get into the music for one thing. Like what drives me and what made me fall in love with rap was and it's just not even rap. Just I love art. So what drove me and what makes me fall in love with art is the creativity of it, is the dopeness of it. But then rap started to change to where now it's not necessarily about rap. It's about what can you do to get the most attention put on yourself. It doesn't matter. Your talent has nothing to do with how hard or how dope you are these days. Like that's the talent is the least. You know what I'm saying?
I think talent is the difference between crashing out
Yeah,
and
but you could
having
crash.
longevity, though, because it's easy to get attention, but it's hard to get attention for a long span of time.
Right. But I'm saying that to say is that's why I don't really dig rap. I like rap and I always like creating, but it doesn't make or break me these days. Like my heart is not like if I can't rap again, I'm hurting. Like I don't give a fuck. I'd rather have the money because what it is now is just it's a rat race of how much attention. What can we do to get attention on us? It's a rat race of feeding an algorithm. It's a rat race of like you got to keep putting. You know what I'm saying? It's a fucking chase, bro. And it's like you just said in the beginning, art takes time. Sometimes you want to take time. Sometimes you want to live a little bit so you can have more shit to talk about. Sometimes you want to experience some things. Sometimes you might want to take a little time off to get your mind in a place where you could make some dope shit or just have a different viewpoint of creating. Now it's about just hey, what can we give? We need our attention feel. So it's like it just that shit just doesn't do anything for me these days. If that makes sense, if that makes sense, what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, on the other hand, I do feel like the fact that rappers back in the day couldn't do stuff like this makes it a little bit more exciting. You get to be more creative in a more three-dimensional terms, and even with TikToks, IGs, like it's more than just the typical format. We can go outside of our
That's
box.
the only thing that's dope about this era. Like it has its ups and downs. So with anything, the thing I do like about this era is that a kid from fucking bumfuck wherever could create something from nothing, and he don't have to rely on a label or he don't have to rely on gatekeepers to present him to the world or he or she to the fucking world. That's what's dope about this era. The technology and all these social media platforms and things like that is you don't have to. You can kind of get up and create some shit your own. But with that, you know how you have to feed this shit, and sometimes it's just like
it's so it'll drive you crazy because you have to do it every day.
Yeah.
And when do you have time for anything else? And you're a lot of other things besides just a rapper. I don't know, but like even for me, like you ain't never commented on you did share my song when you first met me, I believe. But like besides that, the most that you said was when I was screaming at Chris Calico. You know what I'm saying? And so we play a role in the problem just the same because there's 10 projects, or, you know, in interviews and all kinds of everything that people put out. But these are the kind of things that grab people's attention. Now, mind you, it's the format of things and shit like that too. But like, I don't know, we all play our role in what sells.
Yeah, another thing about that, you saying, I was lost what you were saying when you was like, but I think I got it.
Well,
But
it's
to
like
my
something
excuse,
stupid. It's an attention grab. Like, it's something stupid. I've done way tougher things. Now, mind you, I've mastered the art of like, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's chill because it's something I perfected. But, like, that's what gets me more attention than when I've sat here and created and curated and picked my brain apart. You know what I'm saying? Me reacting to getting hit by a cake is one of the most popular things I've done.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's the type of shit I'm saying. Is like, kudos to you for that, but at the same time, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make rap. That's what doesn't make rap like that is exciting to me no more, because it's like you're competing. I'm in competition with niggas that's getting a cake slapped in their face or a bitch that's shaking her ass. Like I don't want to be in it. Like, we shouldn't be competing. You know what I'm saying? We should be like, but that's technology now. So I can't hate it. It's either you embrace it or you just find a way to move on from it.
And so, would you rather have universal respect or universal power?
Universal power.
Or yeah, unlimited, which is kind of the same.
Yeah, I'd rather have the power.
Power?
Yeah.
You one of them Thanos type motherfuckers?
Yeah, I'll be Thanos. Yeah, I'll take the power.
Would you rather you lose your sight or your memory?
That's a hard one. Damn. I got kids, so I wouldn't want to not remember my kids. So I'm gonna go with sight.
Damn, that's a heavy choice.
If I didn't have kids, I would say memory.
Well, because the thing is, if you still have your memory, you can remember what your kids look like. Yeah. I'm good. That's like choosing the lesser of two evils. Yeah. Okay. Would you have everyone know your thoughts or everyone know your internet history?
Internet history.
Yeah, I feel like I don't watch weird porn, so like I'm not overly worried.
I mean, I watch weird porn, but I don't like. I don't have no shame on it.
Yeah, how weird? What's the what? Well, what? Yeah, what's the weirdest?
I don't really. You know what's so crazy? And the older I get, I watch porn like I'm starting to watch porn less and less the older I get. I would say weird is like I ain't gonna say it's a fetish, but I watch fucking granny porn.
Oh hell no! Like really?
Yeah, I like old bitches.
Oh, he's very active online. That's hilarious. Oh my god. Yeah. Would you rather find? Speaking of getting older, okay. Knowing you, this question's lame as I know what you're gonna pick. Would you rather find true love today or win the lottery next year?
Hold on, say that again.
Would you rather find true love today or win the lottery next year?
To win the lottery next year? Get the fuck out of here. Hell yeah, I'm winning the lottery. Fuck true love.
I knew you were gonna say that shit.
Would you rather find true love or hit the lottery?
Find true love, nigga.
Oh, you crazy, dude.
What you mean? There's nothing I can look with love. Anything is possible, and you can go on and y'all
crazy. I'm getting that lottery. Fuck that bitch. I'm gonna take the lottery.
She will give me the strength and courage. Because there's
Nah,
nothing more powerful than being believed in. And the power
I can
of
believe in
like,
myself.
yeah, okay. We're gonna get to that. You had people who believed in you deeply.
Yeah.
At many
But
points throughout your career and who helped you and got you, where you are. So I don't know. Do you think you're a loner in your head or in reality?
oh, in fucking reality, everybody who's around me know that I'm a fucking loner. Hell yeah.
What do you mean by that though? Because you're
Um,
not like a lot of people believe in you and love you and you know what I'm saying? And you don't even make positive music really. Or
nah,
nothing. You're saving lives being out of
nah,
control.
it's positive. I make positive.
Really?
Yeah, I make a lot of positive
Yeah.
music.
It does make you feel like strong. Like
Yeah. Nah, I think most people, at least that know me, don't really listen to my shit that in depth, but they just know the highlights, like they know the freebasing with Kevin. I only did really, to be completely honest with you, like out of all the projects and songs I've done, I've only done like 2 projects that's really shocking. I'm gonna say maybe 2.5 because half of my grandma's basement is kind of, I say some crazy shit on there. But after that, it's like a lot of shit is just real shit.
I mean, slow motion 1 and 2. Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, because even I was thinking about your catalog, and there's very vulnerable moments, like "I Wish I Was Drake," and I thought of a bunch where they're not like directly vulnerable, but if you think about it,
That's a lot of vulnerable shit.
yeah, like, oh
If just so,
yeah.
I mean, I put out so much music that
I
it's
think it's because you put it out in an
you probably
aggressive
never.
way.
Yeah, I think you just hadn't heard a lot of shit that I've done.
Bro, I listen to a lot. No, like
But
you
it's
gotta, yo. I've probably listened to at least one time. I've spun every project, probably since this poster. Slow motion 1, slow motion 2. Every song you did with my brother, your side projects, the Kato on the track one where y'all in the house. Uh,
I could see how a person could say that a lot. Yeah, I could see how someone could say it's negative, but it's positive. It's kind of positive.
it's just like it's not like
It's not positive. It's like
someone
heal the
you
fucking
can
world. Like,
make it.
yeah,
Yeah, there's
nah. It's
none of
not.
that ever,
Yeah, it's
ever,
not
ever,
that type of
ever.
shit. It is,
Yeah,
but it's not. It is. It is in a sense, but it's not so cliche.
like I don't think saying that's cliche. You know what? We're on a time limit, but so uh, would you rather team up with Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel?
Captain Marvel.
What?
Yeah, that bitch is. You see her
She
powers.
is dope,
Wonder
yeah,
Woman
but
can't fly through fucking space and
yeah.
go through galaxies and shit. Like Wonder Woman's just a regular fucking Earth bitch with a lasso. The fuck
Yeah.
out of here.
Yo, you're funny as hell. But we respect women around here, you know. But yeah, well, and E Freezy, you actually made me think of this too about positivity because it's like, how would you even handle an E Freezy? It would literally be like your first like piano ballad, like positive kind of song or something. No, it could still be a banger. I
I
can
don't like.
relate.
I just don't like making like cliche type shit like that, and not it just because the same way why I don't really like fucking. Or I don't like R&B.
Damn,
I
you don't
like
like
old
R and
art.
B?
Listen, I like when I say R&B, don't get it twisted. Like I like old school R&B, like Otis Redding, Al Green. But when it comes to like modern R&B, like I don't like modern love songs because the way they explain love is so fucking shay. Like it's just And that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't make a fucking cliche like, yeah, you're gonna be okay. Everybody just get together, and you know what I'm saying. I just can't, because I don't fucking feel like that.
Uncliche ways I feel like to do.
Yeah. No, yeah. Not saying that it's not. Yeah, exactly. Not saying that I couldn't make. I would definitely make a positive song, but it would be real. It wouldn't be. I wouldn't do it in a cookie cutter way, in a sense.
Because I hate that shit. It's gotta feel authentic. And so we're gonna get into a quick game of this or that before we get into the interview. And this is quick off the top of the dome. Starting off, since you love wrestling, DX or NWO?
NWO.
Okay. Kanye or Drake?
Kanye.
Kim or Kylie?
Kim.
Ghostface or Raekwon?
Jesus. All right. That's a hard one because you know I'm a Wu-Tang fanatic. I'm going to say Ghostface because Ghostface has been the most consistent one out of the two. Like, Raekwon got a couple of albums where I'm not like that crazy about, but Ghost got more hard-hitting shit. I'm going to go with Ghost.
Okay.
I ain't even see, I'm just noticing the fucking shit popping up, like people commenting.
Yeah. Mexican or Chinese?
It's in food or just fucking the race?
Food.
Food? I'm going with Chinese.
Future or Young Thug?
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm going to go with Future.
Damn. Pearl Jam or Nirvana?
Nirvana.
Producing or rapping?
I have more fun producing.
Right now.
I always did. I just stopped producing at the beginning because it took more time. It was like, that's why I stopped producing in the beginning, because it was like, it was so hard to multitask. It take me so long to try to make beats, and then it take me, I can make all types of beats, but then out of 10 beats I made, I might feel one for myself. Not saying that I don't feel them, but I only feel one for myself. So it's more work trying to produce and rap, but I get more of a good feeling from fucking producing than rapping.
And you just dropped Buenos Noches.
Yes.
You love Spanish. Can you actually speak it though?
Nah, you know what I be doing, bro? I'll just say shit in the rap, and sometimes I'll just say, what the fuck is the title of the song? Just fucking call it what did I say in the song? And then whatever word I say that gets, I just name the fucking song that.
Okay. Who you fuck with more, Hopsin or Dane?
I fuck with them. I fuck with them both the same because I talk to them both the same consistency. You know what I'm saying? I talk to both of them. I'm in communication. That was a horrible. That doesn't make sense. I talked to both of them
because it sounded like a roundabout way of saying neither of them call you.
No. I talked to them. I talked to both of them on a pretty regular base. And so I gotta say both of them. And when I talk to both of them, we all talk about real shit. Like it'd be different things that we talk about, but both of them is just like talking to, my little brother, my big brother, but so.
Do you think
both of them.
Do you think you've taken the time to smell the roses of what you've done?
No, because I'm always in my head, man. I've not taken the time to smell any fucking roses.
It's crazy because I feel like no matter how successful you get, it's almost fucked up because you think in your head, it's like, I'm going to feel completely different once I achieve this thing. Yeah. And then you achieve that thing and you're like, I'm the same nigga.
Yeah, you always, at least for me, I'm always, I'm pretty hard on myself, man. So some days I wake up and I ask the universe, like, yo, please, God, shut my head off today and just let me just have a good day. Because if once my brain turn on and them fucking voices get to talking, it's not a good fucking day.
And you rap a lot about that at least, but not in the cliche mental health way though.
Oh yeah.
It's almost like you try to throw in a piece of "Don't really worry about me" in there.
Yeah.
To throw them off the scent of the reality of what you're saying.
You're right. That was a great way of analyzing that. You hit it on the nail.
I'm always going to, baby. It's DaZ Exotic. You already know. We're in the building here at LETZVIBETV. And we're here with JARREN motherfucking Benton. Yo. But even your roses, you've got songs with legends on legends on legends. Yo, and just magical moments that nobody, accolades that, like, there's literally only a handful of people who can say they did the same. And even like you've survived scary situations like being around Troy Ave.
That's not scary. The fuck scary about being around Troy Ave?
That nigga scared me, man.
Nah, man. Niggas don't scare me. Ain't no nigga that scare me. Not one nigga that I'm around that I feel scared about.
Guns scare me. Niggas who
well, you don't want to be around. You never been around me then. You never really been around me. Actually, you have. You probably didn't even know it. Everywhere I go, there's a gun on me.
Yeah, I mean, I believe I've seen one at some point for some reason. No, somebody was showing me theirs a night we hung out, as a matter of fact. So it wasn't you though, but somebody was showing me one. But
oh yeah, you definitely don't want to see my collection because you'll shit yourself.
No, I'm not gonna shit myself.
I know you. I'm just fucking being sarcastic.
I was just with a guy who was cleaning his guns while we were talking, and like that nigga had some. My boy Irish, he was doing some flippy whippy. I can't even put it in words. Well, and to lean in on what we were talking about though a little bit earlier, and to get into it, yo, how did you get into music? Let's start at the beginning since we're at the interview.
Man, I got into when I was a kid, man. I think it just naturally because my mom is like a music head, and just being around my mom as a kid, all she would do is just play music like 24/7. When she get in the house, it's music playing. When she cleaning the house, it's music playing. When she get in the car with her, it's some fucking new tape she used to put in the fucking cassette player.
Okay.
So, or they fucking sitting with her and her sisters all watching videos and shit. So it was just like I couldn't even escape it. So I'm gonna give all the fucking praises to my mom because she the one that got me into music like that.
She's a music head. Does she like your shit?
I don't even think she really listened to my shit. Like she hears some songs she like, but she's not like a huge fan. Like she's not that type of mom that's like into my shit and like support me like that. I mean, no knock on her, but that's just not her.
You watch Kanye's documentary? That shit had me mad as hell at my mama.
Bro, that shit had me mad at my mom too. I think every nigga that saw the relationship between Kanye's mom and him, they probably all felt like fuck why my mom wasn't like that.
Literally.
That nigga's mom special, man.
Literally. Man, Donda. She was reciting old verses. Now, mind you, he gave her an energy that I probably wouldn't give. Because if I was Kanye and you wanted me to rap a verse that I wrote in high school to you, I'd be like, no, mom. If he recited that weak ass verse, like he
his mom had good. His mom, you could tell she was a good mom, man. It seemed like she really boosted his ego, but in a positive way. So yeah, hell yeah, I wish my mom's like that.
So, okay. And so when did it start picking up steam for you? Like, obviously you never thought you were good, but so
Yeah, I always thought
you...
I was good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Even though I talk about mental issues and shit, I've always had confidence in my ability to rap. Like in the beginning, of course, you hear yourself back, you like you could do better. I just always tried to rap. Now I've been rapping since fucking elementary school, and then high school came. I used to have rap groups with my friends and shit. We would go to the studio and make songs. We was on some weirdo shit though. Not weird. It was more like we was on some dark, like 3-6 Meek fucking Run the Jewels. Like we was on some shit like that.
And where the hell does Els Jenkins fall into that? Cause that nigga think he too cool for school right there. Like,
Els. I met Els probably like. See, Els younger than me, so Els wasn't rapping when I was in high school. When I met Els, he was still in high school. I met him like early on. We had like I met him because we were both signing to this label. A friend of me and his, a mutual friend of me and his, tried to start, and he wanted me and Els to sign on his label. And me and Els met, and then, me and Els kind of hit it off, and we always end up staying in contact with each other. But we didn't sign with the homie because the homie presented us with these bogus ass contracts, and we both fucking threw them shits in the trash. And me and Els just stayed in contact, and we always was just super cool. And we just,
He told me Kato wanted to fuck with him before he fucked with you.
Yeah. Him and I met and I knew Kato before Els. The thing with me and Kato is that Kato met me. Kato wanted to work with me a lot, and Kato was like a pest back in the day, but a good pest. He was a producer, and he saw me and my team in the scene, and we was making a lot of noise in Atlanta. And he would always try to give me beats, but I was producing my own shit. And so I used to tell him, like, bro, I produce my own shit. I would tell him straight up, like,
so
I ain't gonna
making beats since back then.
Yeah. Hell yeah. And so Kato, but I always thought I thought Kato was very talented. I was like, his beats are dope. And so I knew Els was looking for a producer. I was like, yo, Kato makes some dope shit. But at the time, Kato was making like boom bap type of beats. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't really making anything trap. And so when I linked him and Els up, actually, this is what happened. Kato did a song called East Side, and he wanted to get some people that was from the East Side. And it was a couple of my homeboys that was on the song that I put him in contact with. And then Els happened to have been one of them, and they stayed in contact with each other. And Els, I'm going to give the credit to Els. Kato will probably never admit this because Kato is not the type of guy that's going to give anybody their fucking flowers. But Kato whole sound change because of Els. Damn. Els would consistently go over there and like put him on to like certain sauce of like, yo, you should be doing shit more like this. Kato was like into like hip hop. Kato was into like Immortal Techniques and all that shit.
Yeah.
And so Els really took
a hype beast. And so that makes a lot of sense that he'd be putting them on what was cool.
Els was putting Kato onto a lot of shit that was happening in Atlanta. Like Kato was really in the underground hip hop scene, like the boom bap scene. And Els spent a lot of time, like, they were spending a lot of time cooking up fire shit. And when I heard what they were doing, it was like night and day. It was like, oh, this not the, I never heard this side of Kato.
Right.
And when Els taught him, I ain't gonna say Els didn't teach him how to make the fucking beat, but you know what I'm saying? Els
taught that nigga how to make
Els,
a beat.
no,
That's what we're saying.
No, we're not saying that. No, Kato always been dope with making beats. He just didn't do down south shit at the time. And Els was just putting him on the shit and kind of like, kind of coaching them through like how to. And when I heard the shit they were doing, I was like, yo, shit is amazing. Like they had some. I don't even think Els put a lot of that shit out. They was cooking up some really dope shit.
Putting out shit that he's
listen.
So
When I heard what they were doing, I was like, Kato, I need that shit. And that spawned the relationship of producer and artist between me and Kato.
Was one of the first records that came out of that, right?
Which one? Say what?
Schizo.
Nah, Justin Bieber was.
Okay.
Yeah. Schizo came after Bieber. And so when we were around Atlanta in the Atlanta scene, we kind of were kind of making a lot of noise in the just to kind of on, so I guess you said the college scene around here, the college / hipster scene. I'm gonna say hipster scene. We were making a lot of noise, and yeah, I'm gonna get at the L's, man. When I saw what Kato and L's did, that made me kind of stop producing my own shit, and I was like, yo, I need some of that shit that y'all doing, and that is how Jarren and Kato. Like, I knew Kato a long time, but our working shit was completely. It was from what him and Els did. When I heard what him and Els did, that is what made me.
It's interesting because even though like Funk Volume split up, there was never really a split up or a time where y'all as artists didn't work together. So, like,
yeah. More so me. I'ma say me. There was tons of times where I think after Funk Volume split up, I was the only person that was mutual with everybody. You know, everyone else was like, Dame didn't fuck with Hobson, Dizzy didn't fuck with Hobson, Swizz didn't fuck with Hobson, Hobson didn't fuck with them.
With each other is where I'm getting confused, because like Dizzy and Swizz might put out a single or something afterwards. But so
yeah, Dizzy and Swizz stopped fucking with each other after you saying after Funk Volume.
Yeah.
After Funk Volume, I was the only person that was mutual with everybody.
You would do songs with Dizzy. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, me and Dizzy, I still did songs with everybody.
Yeah. I mean, so how did that feel for you? And even for me, once I listened to you, and even people, this is one of the first comments that came when people found out I was doing this. Like, you're definitely one of the coldest. You were the coldest. Like,
man, appreciate that, bro.
Sonically, consistency wise, because it was almost like Hobson was a master P. He'd pull one out of his hat, and then there'd be trash around that, but he'd be able to get away with it because that one record was make him say, But like, you were consistent, and even part of where I ended up listening to your projects was the fact that like your songs would accidentally come on, like on SoundCloud, like when I'd be listening to my shit or my brother's shit, you know, and I'd be like, who the fuck is this? And it would literally, without a fail, whenever the nigga could definitively rap, it was always one of your songs.
That's dope, man. Thank you, bro. Yeah, no, I just you said, how did I feel after this shit?
Like, yeah, and even like still having them connections, and like, I mean, when why haven't you? Do you feel like you've tried to find a new crew for you, or like a new band for you?
Nah, you know what? After Funk Volume, man, it was I'm not gonna say it wasn't a struggle making music. It was a struggle, because I didn't have that same platform. You know what I'm saying? Like with Funk Volume, we had a lot of shit. So I felt like shit that I put out after Funk Volume, I thought was some really good work, but we didn't have the publicist. We didn't have the fucking label pushing shit. It was just really me by myself trying to put this shit out. So that was the only shit that fucked it, that made me feel it was challenging. I'm gonna say, was not having that team.
Why didn't you get one? Why didn't you do those moves?
You know, it was a couple people I tried to meet, man, but when you're working with a team, you got to find people that are genuinely into your shit. And I mean that to say, if you just fucking with someone and they say, oh, I see that he can make money, let me fuck with him and try to connect this piece, but they're not into you and into your fucking music or into your brand. They're just looking at how they can generate $1 from you, it's never going to work, because that person doesn't genuinely understand what you do. They're just looking at you as we
That's
can
a
make a
tough
play to
spot.
get money. Yeah.
Well, because you can't expect like somebody, it's almost like a waste of space if they're not trying to get to the next level with whatever they're doing. But you also don't want them to do that in a malicious way either. I mean, and you're pretty visionary with a lot of things, and we've talked about this privately, like a lot of different times. All the things you peeped ahead of time, all the people you pushed and championed. You know, do you think Loyal to a Fault came into play with that?
Yeah. I'm a hella loyal dude, man. Like I'm not. Hell yeah, that's a definite fault, because sometimes I'll be in situations where I might know like, yo, you should move on from this situation, but I'll let my loyalty keep me in the situation, because I look at it as in like, yo, let me show, you know what I'm saying? You know how this shit go. But I will say this though, if you're trying to find a team, you don't want to just find a team that could just push buttons for you. You want to find people that genuinely get your vision and that genuinely get your brand. If they don't do that, it doesn't matter how many doors they can open. If they don't understand you and understand what you're trying to do,
that's what
it's
I
not
be
going to
telling.
work.
Yo, and fearlessly, I let people go fearlessly, because that's like, I don't know, like that means more than any of that. Because too many people will sit around and get pushed around. Like it's a wild world out there. I mean, so Buenos Noches just came out. It's a fire ass record. You made the beat. The artwork, you mix a lot of themes of religion and rock.
I do.
But you really don't like get that much into religion. Or you sampled those rock remixes were wild that you put out.
Appreciate that, bro.
Man, that shit was crazy.
I get into religion, but not in the sense of like, if you listen to it, it's there, but it's more so like a lot of. I do make a couple of religious references in certain things, but I'm not a religious person by any means. But I'm not a anti-religious
Why
person
do you
neither.
use it so much? Because you like how it looks, the aesthetic.
Not okay. You got to think. So if I have,
it's everywhere.
Yeah, so it makes sense with the song. So like in Buenas Noches, I say Mother Mary. So it's like it's only right to make the cover. You know what I'm saying? I try to add things that are relevant in the song to the cover. So all the covers I do have some sort of relevance to the song. So that's why. And so the next one I'm putting out is called Judas. And the cover to that one is the famous picture with Jesus and Judas, when Judas is kind of got his arms around Jesus and he's in his face. So the song is called Judas. And like the other song I had called Holy Water, it had like a Virgin Mary with a bloody nose. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
you're wild, friend. How can you say you're not religious and then have that many songs?
This got religious references. Yeah,
like,
I would
literally like. I mean, but they're not even like religious references. They're like name drops, or then like dark twist on it, like a sexual nun. I'm not lying. Right?
It's like no, but it is in the songs. Like it's in the songs like Holy Water, pray that Lord protect my soul. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit in there. I say a lot of blood. I don't even remember how to fuck. I don't even remember my own shit. What did I say? Damn. The Lord
Did
protect
you
my
make the beat to
little.
Judas?
Yep. The new shit coming up.
All year?
Most of everything I'm putting out now, I'm producing.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm
just fuck it.
You got a Kato. Y'all got beef, but you don't want to say it. You're not.
I don't have beef with Kato at all. It's just
It's
that
not beef. You just don't fuck with that nigga no more. Is what you
nah,
say.
it's not that I don't even. It's like we just. There's no beef with me and Kato. Me and Kato's relationship has always been like this to an extent. Like, I don't want to get too far into it. Kato will ride with you to a certain extent, and then he will. Once I see that you're not going to ride all the way, I'm gonna respectfully back off and do me, and you do
Right.
you. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. It's like you do you, I'm gonna do me. But it's
I
no love
cussed his
lost.
ass out one time.
What happened?
Okay.
But let me say this just for the record. There's no, I don't have any beef
No,
with Kato.
nigga, no. We keep it real here. He don't need. He'll be alright. He'll be alright. No,
What happened with you and Kato?
no. What you say? It just, I don't know. It's kind of like this cat buys hella beats off him. You know, and it's just crazy that a guy can. And then he paid me to do a song with him, and it's like he wouldn't like, and I'm like, damn, like, you know, like this dude, you know, he helps you a lot, and we did a whole video to the Kato thing. And it's like, could you like just a little clip? Like, it's not a whack video. You know, the video is way better than the song, at least. He's like, I didn't like this song. And it's like, I don't know, like, I respect that. Because at least he's
you got it. Yeah, you got to respect that.
Because he's true to himself.
Well, my situation is not that. It's something deeper than that. It's a little.
I don't know. But like, you can be bougie, but like, does it? I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Like, I get that at the end of the day, but it's just like, I don't know. Does it really hurt to support somebody?
I guess if you don't like it, then at least he being honest. He didn't like it. If he don't like it, then you don't like it. Like, how can you support something that you don't like? You know what I'm saying?
I cussed him out before he gave that answer.
Why you do that?
Just because it's like, yo, this cat buys beats from you nonstop. It just irritates me, because even I feel like, I don't know. Like,
now, in a situation like that, if there was somebody that did consistent business with me, I would definitely, even if I didn't like it and they wanted me to do it, I would do it for the fact of
15 beats. Literally, like, bought 15 beats. Like, every project, like, he bought it, like, and I'm talking about like one project. Kato did like all the shit for like 3 of his projects. Through however Kato distributes his beats, you know, what, like leases, whatever, dude just was all about it, you know. And so that's where, I don't know, like, and not that is the same, but like, it's very similar to like, you can ride for me and I got you. Like, because, you know, even for Kato to make his beats accessible for people to be able to do that is dope. But I don't know.
Yeah, it's no beef with us, but I give him that. But then you also gotta. I try not to. This is my thing with people. I don't necessarily. I respectfully go my way, and you respectfully go your way. And then I also look at it like this: don't nobody owe me. Kato don't owe me shit, and I don't owe Kato anything. So, you know what I'm saying? I can get how certain people will feel a certain way about certain things, and everyone is entitled. You can't tell a person how something affects them and how they're going to feel about it. But then you always got to put in your perspective. Is like, well, this nigga don't owe me shit. We did business. I paid. If your boy paid him for some shit, he paid him.
And that's how he felt about it.
Yeah.
It's not like the dude was complaining. I was just like, damn, homie is, you know, like,
I can see both ways of it. I can see how someone could get in their feelings, and I can see how Kato on the other end might say
worshiping stuff too, though. Like, and people, like, it's, I don't know, like, it's, every market is so predatorial, and it almost needs people to just not care and just want to give Kato their money. Like, just want a song with him. Like, yo, like even me getting hit with the pie, people were mad that like I was mad about it. Like, yo, you should be happy he hit you in the pie. Like, and it's like, no, that don't even make fucking sense. I don't care who you are. There's nothing cool about getting hit with the pie. But so yo, you got more music coming, your podcast. What's the name of your podcast real quick before you get off of here?
The High School Dropouts.
The High School Dropouts. They said you was gonna quit, and now you're years deep in this motherfucker.
Well, yeah, we like damn near 80 episodes. You know, it's crazy. We just don't. Our thing with that is we didn't take it serious. It was just something we do, and we stuck to it, and we kept doing it. Like, we didn't take it serious to where we like marketing it and putting money into it and like trying to make it a thing. It's just something we just do. It started out as just something we was bored in the pandemic, and we started doing it. We just never stopped. But I think I think we're going to start taking it serious.
You was doing that before the pandemic, my guy.
Nah, it started the pandemic. That's how it started. Yeah, when they locked everybody down and we couldn't go nowhere. Yeah.
I was listening to him on SoundCloud.
No, you know what you was listening to? Nah. I know what I had a podcast before that.
Oh, and you started another one.
Yeah, I had the first podcast I had. It was called Behind Bars. It was with me, my homeboy Flick, and my other homeboy named Cousin Dan. We did that. The reason why that stopped because Flick ended up moving, and this is before Zoom. We didn't really know too much about Zoom like that. So once Flick moved to Colorado and Dan kind of went his way too, we stopped the podcast. That was why we stopped that one. But yeah, that was what you was listening to before that was Behind Bars.
For sure. I just know you've been podcasting for a minute now.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to tell you some crazy shit, dude. I remember this is when I was on Funk Volume. So Dame knew that shit too, because Dame knew I was always in the this is before podcasts got popular and shit. And there was a guy that Dame introduced me to, and he was like, man, we're just trying to get podcasts off the ground. He was like, a lot of people don't know about these things. I don't even remember this guy's name. And he was like, would you be interested in kind of working with my company? I'm pretty sure this guy went on to do a bunch of big shit in the podcast game, but he approached me. He was his main goal was to try to get more attention on podcasts because they wasn't getting it now fucking fast. This is 2015.
Way too like that. Well, I started mine because of the pandemic. That took it to a whole other like level for the podcast then too. Yeah. Did they so speaking of it, did you have say in things like that in your career? Could you choose your publicist? Did they try to teach you about things like that? Did you opt out of that?
Well, what, Funk Volume or Rock Nation?
Damn, either situation.
No. Funk Volume was a fucking amazing situation. Like, Funk Volume was a situation that I don't think nobody will ever have in their life. Like, the fairness, the freedom, that's some shit that like was some once in a lifetime shit, bro. Like, contrary to popular belief, Funk Volume was fucking amazing. The infrastructure was amazing. The shit we had for us was amazing. The business was amazing. And when I say the business was amazing, you don't know what you got until it's gone. So when you go back and you try to compare other contracts to other contracts and you see like what another major wants versus that, it's like, oh, holy shit. Like, we really had a fucking great thing. So yeah, with Funk Volume, Funk Volume was 100% free. You can do what the fuck you want to do and choose whatever you want to choose. And there was no holds bars. There was no setbacks. There was no dictatorships. None of that shit, bro.
Was that part of the problem?
No,
that shouldn't. It seemed like such a well-oiled machine, and even like it's weird because you went from being in places like even I stumbled across Dizzy Wright because I thought it was a Drake mixtape because he was on the front fucking page and the name was so close to Drizzy. You know what I'm saying? That I'm sitting there like, clicking it and I'm vibing with it. I'm like, this ain't Drake. but I like it though. And this was before my brother knew y'all, or that was the first person I heard. But like, into now, like, not even being able to get on the front page. Like, where, yo, you got another podcast to do. If you can, like, and it's 11:10 now, but like, damn. The briefest way to answer, I guess.
Oh, say that again. What was the question?
The question
I think you're high kicking in.
Nah, basically, what I'm saying. Oh man, what was I saying? I was saying
that nigga's weed don't kick in.
I was saying like no, okay. Relationships went from having good connections to like the being in the forefront, blogs. You know, like I said, I'm accidentally discovering Dizzy Wright. Ain't nobody accidentally discovering anybody anymore. But like y'all are like, and it's funny because like Patrick CC, I think, spoke about you when he was going through the freshman list. And it's so funny because like y'all Spotify numbers are great, but there's no support from Spotify. Yeah. They can't even say y'all fell off because of the amount of listeners that y'all have. He'll say some people who were way more popular fell off. You know what I'm saying? Like, because their numbers are lower listener-wise. But like, you get, am I making any more? Like,
it's a weird. It's I see what you're saying. You're saying like, fast forward after Funk Volume, we definitely, none of us, me, Dizzy, or Hobson, or Swizz, none of us are getting the big looks. Like, you know, we're not on magazines. We're not on fucking blogs. We're not on everyone's little fucking list or whatever. But when you look, and you would, the perception of us would be, what happened to those guys? They fell off. But then when you go look,
still,
when you go look at our numbers,
right there.
You would think like, oh, our numbers still pop, like we still together. It's just I think that's a testament to just the loyalty of the people that fuck with us and the fan base and a testament of the shit we do, man. Hell yeah, God bless them, bro. Like, and when I say this shit, I don't mean this shit. I'm not what's that word? I mean this when I tell fans thank you.
Like, thinking of it in that perspective, I'm like, damn, you be a little bit ungrateful sometimes. I feel like.
I'm always grateful, bro. Like, I'm always grateful. Like, if every fan know, like, and I hate calling niggas fans, but everybody that support me knows like how grateful I am. I'm bad with like social media, like DMs and shit like that, but I try to make it a point to like answer comments, tell everybody I appreciate them. Like, and that comes from a genuine place. Like, I really, really appreciate them. Like, there's days when I wake up and I'm hard on myself and I think about like, damn, at least these motherfuckers still ride with you. Like, fuck all the glamours and the glitz. Like, these people still fuck with y'all. So, man, we owe everything to just the people that support us, bro.
For sure. Well, I think that's actually an amazing note to end it.
Man. Yeah, I'll come back on this bitch, man. Let me anytime you want me, man. Just let me pause. Anytime you want me to come back on the show, let me know.
That's the way you want it. That's Yo. And when you're ready for me to come pop that shit on your vlog, let me know, nigga. Just I have my agent get at you.
Pull up on us next week. Pull up on us next episode next week. Let's go.
Next week, DaZ Exotic.
Yeah, next week.
On the high school dropouts. And I'm a high school dropout. I can pop that
well, you fit right in. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. All right, man. It was a pleasure having you. Have a great rest of the night, man.
Hey, thank you, bro. Be safe, man.